right, I guess.
This is Drew and Nikki. We're doing lesson number 12 tonight. Okay. So I did the homework quiz and I got a D also.
Yeah, like I did the group. So I did the group quiz. I already did that. I haven't done the homework quiz yet. I did the group quiz, and I didn't do as hot as I thought I did because I don't know why, but I keep thinking I put everything right in Excel, but still the answers are not coming out the way that they are. So I'm like trying to figure out what am I doing wrong.
Yeah, mine was the group, not the homework also. So, okay, let's just go through the questions. Can you still pull them up?
I can't know, but if you just tell me like I'll try to find the study, and I'll see if I could copy and paste that to my paired sample.
Did you submit the second one already?
I think I did already. Yeah, but I've written everything out, so I can still help. I've written everything out.
Right. Well, okay. The first question, it was question number 3 because the first 2 of those, have to do with the meeting. The question is, what is the value of the test statistic? Do you know what that?
I put 2.
I put 2.2, and that was wrong. It was 2. So what is the test statistic? What's it asking? What's the question asking?
So from the equation, there's the equation it gives you that you can plug in. You can either do it through Excel. I don't know how to do it through Excel, so I just did the equation by hand. And it's the equation, you have the letter T equals parentheses D, and there's like a little line over D, minus the U divided by the SD or the DS. That's divided by square root of n. It's in the reading, like the little or the video, like lessons. It talked about like that formula. That's how I got the answer.
All right. So give me the formula again.
T equals parentheses.
D or T? D or T?
T.
T. Okay. T equals
parentheses.
Okay.
And inside the parentheses, you have a D line over, like right above, straight line above it, minus divided by SD at square root of n.
So where did you find that? Where did you find that formula?
It's in the video lesson. So like you have like the reading. So on the assignment you have the reading and all that. Then right below that has the video broken up into 2 chunks to 2 sections.
Okay, and they gave you that formula. Okay.
Correct.
Okay. All right. So the second one. Question number 4. The probability of obtaining a test statistic greater than Jordan's test statistic is 0.0403. Use this probability to determine the p-value for Jordan's hypothesis. So I assume that you put something in the applet, correct?
That's what I was assuming. I don't know if we used the T one or the normal one. That's why I was confused sometimes. Because for the quiz, it asks us to use the T version, but I'm not sure if we had the normal one as well, or if we were just supposed to know that.
Do you know what you put and got wrong? Do you have the answer that you put and got it wrong?
Yeah, I put 0.086.
All right, and it was
that's the wrong answer.
0.081.
Yes, I wasn't far off the answer, but I still got it wrong.
All right. All right. So
I'm not sure.
So here's my question. So when you did it your way, what number did you put in the applet?
I thought we were just supposed to put in the 0.0403. I thought we just plug that in.
Well, I tried that. I tried putting that in the applet every place I could think of and click all the different things, and I never could get the right answer. Were you ever able to get the right answer?
I never was. I think I was able. I think I was trying to use it through the XL. I think I was trying to use it through that by some way, but I didn't. Nothing was coming of it.
Okay.
Figure out yeah.
All right. So again, number 5 again asks for this test statistic. So I need to go to the video and get the formula for the test statistic.
Yeah, that's the first video.
Okay. Well, okay. I have in my notes that the test statistic is the same as the z-value. Remember how we were getting z-scores?
I didn't. Oh, okay, I didn't come across that at all. But I don't remember reading that, but I guess it makes sense. Like so, like basically your t, whatever t you get, you plug it in as it, you plug it in an applet as a z-score.
Okay. Well, here's another question. When you plug your numbers into the one sample t-test for means, it gives you the t. It gives you the t.
The t is the z, basically.
No. It just gives you one of the answers. Pull up your thing, the quantitative inference procedure.
I have it. Yeah, it's up.
All right. So if you'll notice, one of the squares is the t on the variable, the second variable box.
Yeah, I see that.
But that's not the test statistic.
I think it is because I think it's the same thing. They just put it as t. I think it's the same thing.
Well, because the t statistic on this one was 0.444, and the answer is 0.407. So I don't know. Are you still lost on this? Do you feel like?
Yeah, what question are we working on? That's I'm confused. What question we're working on right now?
Number 5. I'm asking you about number 5. It's another one that says, what is the test statistic?
Okay, I get it wrong. I got 2, and I tried to work with it, but the t wasn't changing. I don't know why. And then the answer is 0.407. And I try to plug in things different. I copied and paste again. I tried everything, but I wasn't getting the right answer at all.
Yeah, same with me.
So I'm like, I don't know. Yeah.
Well, I actually got number 6 right. It's like one of the only questions I got right.
I got 6 wrong.
Okay.
I put for 6. I put 0.060. That's obviously that's not right, but I'm just curious how these answers are coming about when I'm plugging in everything right. I think, but yet I'm still getting the wrong answer.
And I'm still really confused about when you fail or reject. And I used your notes. Remember that you gave me that formula last time, and I used that. But then it asks a more complex question. The p-value is less than the level of significance, you reject. If the p-value is greater, you fail to reject. So I've got that down. But so 7, I actually got 7 right. Did you get 7 right then? Do you remember if you got 7 right?
I got 7 wrong. I got most of them wrong because I didn't have the right values what I thought they were. And so kind of was a ripple effect from there. So it kind of messed me up. I got maybe 5 right out of the 14. But yeah, everything else I wasn't sure about.
How did you do? How'd you do on this stuff last week? How'd you do on the stuff last week?
like number 11 and everything?
No, like, yeah,
Or what are you
yeah,
talking
like
about?
the final or the exam and stuff.
Oh, I did fine on the exam. Like, it wasn't too complicated. It's like, I wasn't too bad. I got the same. I got a B just like you. So I got the same score. I was like, I don't know. I thought I was a little confused because some things like I didn't know when to round or not because it wasn't really specific. Okay, round 3 decimals. So I was like, okay, well, like some of the answers are long. I'm like, when do I round? But it doesn't say. So that's why I emailed them about that. I'm like, I feel like I got questions right, but the question wasn't specific to how many decimals I'm supposed to round. So I kind of, I think, messed me up.
All right. You can't look at question number 8, right? It says.
No,
All right. Anyway, it was one that we have. I put we have sufficient evidence that the mean of the difference is greater than 0. But the correct answer was we have insufficient evidence that the mean of the difference is greater than 0.
Yeah, so I thought, I guess, so like basically if the alternative hypothesis, so it has the HA greater than the 0, it's going to be insufficient, is what it is. Yeah, so if that HA is greater than 0, it's going to be inefficient every time.
If you fail to reject, it's insufficient? Is that what you just said? If you fail to reject, then you have to choose insufficient?
Yeah, because that means because usually if I'm trying to think what I'm trying to say. Yeah, because since the alternative hypothesis is greater than the 0, then yeah, it's going to be insufficient. And then if it's the other way, then it's rejected because the p-value. Hold on.
Okay, that helps. That'll help me get a lot of them right that I've missed.
Did you get number 9 right? We gotta get number 9.
I got 9, and I got that right out of the table. You know, you have the N and you have the DF, and the N was 22 and the DF was 21, so N was greater.
Yep. Correct.
Okay. 10, the p-value.
What was that?
Well, it's asking for the p-value, but I must have changed something because the p-value that I'm looking at right now is 0.66172 something, but the answer I put was 0.001, and that was correct.
Yeah, I got way off. So I have everything. So I have that data question. I have like all the numbers on my Excel sheet right now, and I was way off. I got 0.059.
All right, so here's this. If the p-value is 0.001, do you reject the null hypothesis? All right, let's go back to the formula. So I would say then that the p-value is less than, so you would reject, and that's correct answer. All right, I just did it wrong. Okay. I got 12 right, and I did it because I plugged it into the formula. It said, if you decide to try another alternative hypothesis, this time you use the UD is greater than the O. Did the p-value increase or decrease? And I plugged that in. I plugged the greater than, and the p-value decreased. Yeah. So I assumed that was correct.
What number was this?
That was 12.
12. Put A. I have no clue I did wrong. They were supposed to put greater than.
It was if the first one is greater than the second one, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I got that one. I put A. I got that one wrong. I came out with 0.029 is what I get as my p-value. So I don't know if that's right or not, but that's what I'm getting right now. Let's look at what I'm looking at.
And see, the p-value on my sheet right now is 0.661. So what did you put a confidence level in?
Yeah, well, the confidence level on mine says 5.303 and 18.607.
See, I have, yeah. Okay, go back up to my question I'm asking you is, you know, in the little top square there, the top one says summary of statistics, and you don't put that in if you put the list in. But then below that,
Yeah.
it says confidence level, null hypothesis, and type of test. What do you have in those three boxes?
What was that? Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Okay. The second box on the screen says confidence level, null hypothesis, and type of test. What do you have in those three boxes?
So confidence level, I have 0.95. Null hypothesis, I have 0.
Wait.
Then type of.
So you put 0.95 in that? You just assumed, or did it say somewhere?
No, I just assumed what it was because it wasn't mentioned at all. So I'm like, okay, well, we'll just keep it in. Like, that's such a common thing. So that's what I thought.
And then what did you put for the null hypothesis? All right, me too. And then the type of test, greater than?
Yeah, type of test I put not equal to because I didn't really say anything specific about what type of test it was.
Which question are we doing? Are we doing 12?
Yes.
Then it's the one is greater than. It's not equal to, because they're saying that the hypothesis is greater than the null hypothesis.
So what? So I'm just confused. So I'm just confused where to put in the confidence level, the null hypothesis, and the type of test. That's why I'm drawing a blank.
Well, the funny thing is, I got well, all right. 12, it just said it decreased, and it did. It went from 0.6 to 0.3. That's how I came up with the answer for 12. When I put that they were equal to, my p-value was 6.6 something. And then when I changed greater to, which was what the question asked, the p-value went down to 0.3. So I said that it decreased.
Okay, yeah, I'm just not sure where I'm going. I have no clue I'm going wrong. I'm just confused where I'm putting numbers because it's not coming out the same.
All right, so I missed 14. So
did I.
You reject the null hypothesis, and the correct answer is we have sufficient evidence, which would go along with the notes you gave me the other day.
Mm-hmm.
So if you, where is it? So if you reject the null hypothesis, it means you have sufficient evidence. So the two options are, we have sufficient evidence that there is no mean difference between the two groups. That doesn't make sense. Or we have sufficient evidence that there is a mean difference between the two groups, and that's correct. That makes sense to me. Does that make sense to you?
No, it makes sense. I got it wrong at the time just because I didn't have the right values. The only reason why I got all my answers wrong because I just had the wrong values in my Excel sheet because I thought I had just the things I was putting in Excel was obviously not right. So that's where it kind of messed up all my questions from there.
So, okay. So when you went back in with the correct answers, were you able to get the correct answers, putting different data in?
I did try. I tried for like an hour, tried things different, plugging things different, and everything. But no, so I emailed them. I'm like, I'm doing something wrong, or I'm not plugging it in right, or things are just not being specific enough. But I'm just not getting the right answer. Even when I went back with the right answers, and I tried to figure out how they got that answer, I was still not getting it. So I'm like, okay, like I feel like I was doing pretty good. I was doing like really good following and everything, plugging everything in, but yet my answers are just not lining up correct with what they say the answer is. Like, okay, well, I'm just confused then on what you're looking for.
Yeah, me too. So, I missed 16 and 17, but then I got 18 and 19 right. And that's one thing that kind of scares me, because what is that saying is some of my numbers are correct. Why aren't the rest of them correct?
I got number 16 right. I got number 16 right, but everything else was wrong from there, which I didn't understand. So as number 17 asked for the
margin of error.
That's what, yeah, the margin of error, and I thought, I don't know, I just put it because of the mean of the difference. I thought, okay, it's just asking like basically both of them put together and the difference. If they
Now, question 16 was, what is the point estimate for this 95% confidence interval?
For number 16?
16, yeah.
Yeah, I got 16 right. That was 11.955. I was able to get that right. It's number 17 I'm confused about. The 17 I was way off. I got 3.199 because that's what it shows on my Excel for this. I think it's asking for the margin of error for the differences. I got 3.199, but that's not it. It's 6.652. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm not sure if there's a formula we're supposed to be doing for that or what, but I got that one wrong. And then 18 and 19, I saw where I went wrong with the confidence intervals.
You say 18 and 19 you figured out?
Yeah, I put the, I don't know, I was kind of not, like, ever since I got all those wrong, I was just overthinking them. Like, why am I getting the wrong answer? So, like, I was plugging, like, so, like, for the lower bound and the upper bound for 18 and 19, I was like, okay, well, I'll plug whatever I got for my T, number 17 was, into my applet. Maybe that'll give me the answer for lower bound and upper bound. I did that, got the wrong answer, but then I realized it was the confidence interval that was already on the Excel sheet, which is 5.303 and 18.607. Those end up being the right answer. So I'm just like really getting confused. I'm like, I feel like I have the right information, but I'm still getting the wrong. I'm getting like half answer. I'm getting like answers correct on some questions, but the other ones like I'm not. But yeah, I have all the right information in. So I'm like really confused about where I'm going wrong with plugging things in or not putting in.
Yeah, same with me. I don't know how I can get partial right if I've got the information, and why would some of the answers be right and some be wrong?
Yeah, exactly. That's how I'm having a hard time grabbing. That's like my same frustration. That's why I emailed them right away. I expressed that same kind of explanation. Like, I'm plugging everything in right now. I'm getting some right, but yet all my other answers before are wrong. So I'm trying to figure out what are we doing wrong. I even asked them if you just make a video of it, like just showing, like just take a question or something, or just do the quiz with us just to see where we're going wrong with the information.
Yeah, I wish he would, but now if we turn this in, we wouldn't be able to go over it with him. Just like you can't go look at it now.
Yeah, well, I have everything right now. I kind of like know where my frustration is. More frustration is. I feel like we get it, but yet like I feel like we get it, but yet something's just not going right. Like we're copying the information correctly. I don't know if it's not understanding the question correctly, or it's just nothing's really specific enough to how we're supposed to plug things in.
Yeah.
But I emailed them. I already emailed them today. So I'm hoping to hear back from him tomorrow, and hopefully I can get something set up where I can get a better understanding where we're going wrong here. Cause I don't want to I at least want to have this. I want to have this figured out before the exam this week.
Well, if he can meet with you sometime, let me know. Email me or text me or something, because I'd like to be in on the conversation.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I emailed him saying like, when can I work late? I never know when I'm gonna get off. So I'm hoping he can meet somewhat late, like around 8 would be nice, just to get things figured out, just so we can move forward, but be confident in this.
Yeah, it has to be late for me too, because remember, I'm an hour past you.
Yeah, exactly.
It's only 8:30.
So yeah, because number 11 was. Yeah, because number 11 too is just like this. Number 12 is kind of just a little bit more. So I think that understanding of 12 and like 11 won't be bad, and like they kind of go hand in hand. But just this one was a little bit. Just something about this one was just not clicking, which was frustrating.
Yeah, I agree. I think if we can get this down, because I think the questions are going to be all the same. And then, so basically we've got 12, 13, 14, and the exam by Saturday. Is that right?
So 12, 13, 14 exam, yeah. Jeez. Correct.
This pace is killing me.
Yeah, it's trying to add up. It gets frustrating when we don't understand information as fast as we need to know it.
Yeah, it was kind of a big mistake to take this in the 7-week course.
No, we're doing fine. Like, yeah, it's fast, but we're doing fine. It just stays we don't have enough time to like really understand the information, because like we got to just move quick. I'll probably will go over 12 again tomorrow, just so I can get it figured out. Like I'll do the homework quiz tomorrow, and just see if I get it figured out before I move on to 13, because I feel like the rest of it's gonna be just like this.
Well, I'm afraid to do 12 homework because I don't feel like I understand the group meeting one yet.
Yeah, me too. That's why I'm afraid to like go forward. So I'm hoping he can get hold like soon tomorrow, just so I could get on this fast before so I can move on.
All right. Well, let me know if you hear from him.
Be updated and let you know. And if we do schedule something, I'll let you know so you can be there.
All right. Thanks.
I thank Vicky for meeting with me tonight.
All right. Good night. Thank you.